Welcome back to Wrestling with Ski. He tells me he's ready and he's clearing his throat as we start.
Yeah, that's all right.
Every time. Like that. See, that time I was rearing because I'm half dead. Totally worth it though. Smackdown, didn't suck.
Yeah.
I mean, all this time and energy, and I kind of wanted to put someone through a wall when they're like, retro SmackDown. Like, cool, you got like you CG'd a fist going, the old fist going through glass. Like that's so cool that you guys are this big of a company and you couldn't even, like, you're in that big of a building, you're not using the whole thing. All you had to do was set it up. Like just work with me a little.
Yeah.
I don't ask much. Just work with me a little.
Michael Cole and his throwback stuff and Pat McAfee trying to be an 80s version of Vince McMahon. That's okay.
That's a hell of a Vince McMahon to like go back to. Less people hated him then.
Yeah.
People actually loved him then. Yeah. It's just then the 90s happened. Well,
yeah.
But yeah, you can't call something retro because you have them sitting at a regular folding table with a cloth on it.
Yeah.
And some CG'd like the old graphic on like nothing really retro about that. Are we surprised? No.
Yeah.
Are we surprised that they pulled something that stupid with Fox and all that money involved? Slightly. Oh, yeah. That's slightly more concerning. But did I think they were going to do anything? No.
As I said yesterday, don't get your hopes up.
Oh, with WWE, I have zero hopes of them doing anything that won't just piss me off.
But we start out with the in-ring segment with Reigns, Uso, and Paul, and just the way they did it, it's like Roman just like head down, looks up, and they do a eulogy for Daniel Bryan's career, and he's just got that smirk, like, yep, I know I'm being a dick. That's just continues with the character. It really. This again, we can't say it enough. I can't say it enough. You can't say enough. This is the best Roman Reigns character work ever. And he's not doing a lot. He's got Paul helping him, but he's starting to get to a point where he can kind of almost speak for himself at that point.
And he's done it a lot.
It was good to see Jimmy back. We had a little tension throughout the night. A lot of scenarios. Is Jimmy going to become part of the tribe, quote unquote? Is going to turn Jay face again?
I'm not anyone's bitch.
Yeah, that was just like spot on, bro. Yeah.
So you're going to have him come back and say what we've all been thinking, and then they're going to turn him, and he's going to join the thing, and
like there's a lot of ways they could do it. Like they could and I read a couple things like, okay, let's say we got Mysterio and Dominic coming up to face Dirty Dogs, and they take the belts off of them.
And you call them something else.
First father-son tag team.
Please.
Let's say Jimmy joins Jay and Reigns.
Oh yeah,
Jay and Jimmy take the belts off of them.
That's what the tag team division needs.
Yeah, you've got all the gold in the family.
Like real heels.
Yeah. And there was even talks of people saying, "Oh, why doesn't Naomi just come over from Raw and go against Bianca? Then the whole family has the gold." But I don't think they'll go that far. But I could see Jimmy and Jimmy siding with Jay and Reigns. Do I think the Cesaro and Reigns match is too soon? Yes. I don't really see a clean win as far as somebody pinning someone or submitting someone. I see some kind of interference. Still keep Cesaro strong, but not back to the end of the line kind of thing. And we all know that's one of the things. Or maybe Reigns gets one over Cesaro and it's just a back and forth program. I don't know. Reigns, again, I don't think is going to be dropping that title anytime soon.
It's going to be something stupid.
Yeah. I mean,
we all know it's something stupid.
Yeah. Everyone's expecting it. So, a lot of things I saw out there, maybe they throw a curveball and Jimmy turns on Jay and Reigns and causes Reigns to lose the title to Cesaro, or cause a disqualification in this point, which means Reigns retains, Cesaro wins in that aspect, which that's probably the most probable thing I see happening, just for the simple fact,
All I know is
it could go a lot of ways.
I ain't no one's bitch.
Yeah, like I mean, if you're having Jimmy do that, and it's
Can we have
maybe
like? Can we just?
maybe another curveball to throw everyone off that Jimmy's not going to side, and then all of a sudden, I don't know. There's a lot of variables. Like it could go either way, but just looking at from a business aspect,
Who's gonna do it?
I think Reigns retains whichever way.
Jimmy's gonna join them though. We all know Jimmy's gonna join them, and I mean, they would actually be like if he does all that, then he'd be really.
Yeah.
They'd be the only real heel tag team that we have. No offense to everyone else playing heel.
Yeah.
But I ain't no one's bitch. Like, well, at least that happened.
Yeah.
Well, we've all been saying it. About time someone actually said it on TV.
Yeah.
And I don't like the ending of Cesaro and Rollins having the super kick. I mean, like, just have it end stupid, but again, he was back. It causes conflict. It caused everything that we had to lead to the end where he still went in there to help Jay.
Yeah.
Da-di-da-di-da. I did like seeing Rollins and, Roman and, Seth in each other's face, though. That was nice. Yeah. Haven't seen that in a while. It's true. I mean,
fact.
That was a good change of pace. But
guess what? Holla holla, player. Got to see Mr. Long.
Yeah, don't talk about it. We don't get a cool set. We get Teddy Long.
Oh,
we get a graphic, and we get Teddy Long, and a folding table with a black cloth over it. Like that's like,
yeah.
No offense to Teddy Long. Nice to see him. He could still do it if he has to, but I mean,
yeah,
all he has to do is run a suck hole. But talk about suck holes, though. I don't know why Jay can't learn how to talk like Jimmy.
Oh, Jimmy, I think was always better on the mic.
Anyways. Oh, he was, but
I mean, if you look back at all the other stuff, Jimmy was always talking, and there was Jay going, "Yeah, tell him, Moose, tell him, Moose, tell him, Moose." That's all he was saying.
Like
that's all he was saying. So,
like he had a whole year, pretty much. But I mean, almost a year as long as this thing's been going on. You're still like years behind him. Like Tamina almost had better mic skills on Talking Smack last week. Almost.
Yeah.
Almost. But in her defense, she never gets to talk. Ever.
Yeah.
She's never even there. Ever.
But it was a pretty cool backstage segment once Rollins got in Reigns' face. That was kind of cool. It still builds the story. And then we got to see highlights of your favorite moment.
Yeah, that saved it. Like that. Yeah. I don't like the set Teddy Long.
Yeah.
That's stupid, this stupid, everywhere stupid. Then suddenly there's a grocery store and all was cleansed with the world.
Yeah.
Except then I went to try to fast forward through the recording. It's like, you have to watch all the ads still. I'm like, Suddenly I wasn't nearly as cheery anymore. But we did get to see a grocery store. We got to see, ruthless aggression.
Yeah. And again, looking at it, a build up for the IC title. I have a feeling it's going to be more than just.
God, that was stupid.
Yeah,
not the build up.
You got the whole Sami Zayn still the nuts kind of conspiracy thing, which obviously is never going to change.
I mean, I like that Apollo just kind of looked at him like, and
yeah.
There we go. I'll listen to. Yeah. With the stupid accent. See?
Yeah.
But that was dumb. Like, I'm sorry, I hate 10-man tags. That's like literally you're just throwing people. Well, we got nothing else to do.
Yeah, that's just no.
That's taking everything and throwing it at the wall.
Yeah.
Like, that was, I mean, I'm not saying anything bad against the match. I've never been a big 10-man tag guy. It's really just filler at that point. It's really everyone just getting their big spot in. And
yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it gets everyone in there, but I hate 10-man tags.
Yeah.
that ruined everything for me. Like, why? Like, there's all this talent, and it's literally just going to be Stunner, Kinshasa. He's going to fly. He's going to fly. Otis is going to run someone over.
Yeah.
He's going to fly, and he's going to fly. And then here comes Corbin, who's suddenly back on SmackDown.
Yeah.
I'm glad that whole thing lasted like one night on Raw. That was good. And then he vanished. Where you been, bro? Like, took a couple weeks off.
Yeah.
When he became an extreme biker, as we saw in the Snickers commercial. I mean, like, maybe that's what he was doing with his time. I don't know, but I hate 10-man tags.
Yeah. Then you got the Ruby and Carmella. I mean,
you know what I took away from that? Mella got her old gear back, apparently. And before the match, Liv giving Ruby all the attaboys, and you could see her turn around and stop. There we go.
yeah.
Like that. What happened in that match? I don't know. She gave her a few attaboys before the match, and she turned around and told her to stop it.
Yeah.
Couldn't tell you anything else that happened in the match.
But then we got to see the highlight of one of our shocking events last night. Lesnar, Big Show, ring goes poof.
Kaboom.
Yeah, kaboom.
It went boom.
Yeah. Sorry that I said that was on Raw. I couldn't remember correctly.
Strowman and Big Show blew up a ring like that. That used to be
true.
like, that was like the, oh my God, what, like the holy, what just happened? There's Taz. I'm pretty sure he actually said holy on a live microphone. That had to piss someone off. But since then, I think that went from like that one thing. I'm pretty sure they've blown up like 3 rings since then. In a very short amount of time, they did it all. So it lost its luster. It wasn't nearly as cool. Granted, Strowman superplexing Big Show in the ring exploding. I mean, that's something you'd actually expect really bad things to happen, because that's like almost half a ton.
Yeah.
That's a lot of human. No offense to Brock. He was big, but Strowman still had him beat by a bunch. That was a hell of a thud. But that was a good one. Like, there were some good moments in there. There was a bunch of like, why are we even like we're watching? Why? Like, this was a moment? No, it wasn't. Shut up.
And then it was good to see Bailey. She's definitely putting a story together with her and Bianca. Pays a couple tributes, Alundra Blaze, Jacqueline, their accomplishments, but they're no Bailey. So, I think the Bailey Bianca Belair thing, it could go on for a little bit, back and forth until they kind of figure something
Sasha
out.
Show back up for SummerSlam.
I
kind of like Charlotte.
It's common. So I would presume, Bianca's going to hold the title for a while.
Yeah.
I don't think Sasha takes it off of Bianca at SummerSlam. I think they just build a good program. I think Bianca and Bailey back and forth can be really good. Obviously, hopefully it doesn't happen. But yeah, as you stated, Sasha may be thrown back in just for the simple fact of the star power at SummerSlam, since it's going to probably be the next live crowd event. Hopefully, Belair retains there. I see Belair a champion for a while. I mean, I really think her being champion and a face can, push some boundary, not like push boundaries, but push the limits to where, more of a positive kind of vibe. I mean, that's really all you got, face wise on SmackDown. All the other champions are heels. So, I mean, I think, Belair can, PR wise, put a lot of positive stuff on the women's act, and, just Vince is going to, cash in on that opportunity.
Bailey looks like she got some upgrades to me. That's just throwing that one out there too.
Yeah.
But it'll be good regardless. I mean, sadly, literally the whole rest of the division on SmackDown. I mean, no offense to Mella, they had her beat Ruby Riott. Pretty sure everyone's beat Ruby Riott in the last 2 months.
Yeah.
She goes in there, she loses. Puts on good matches and then loses. So that's really not a build, but I mean, I think it'd be good. I mean, again, they just need talent talent. There we go.
Yeah.
Funny how many women are on the roster. There's we're sitting here having who else?
Yeah.
There's barely. What else after that? Wherever Sasha's at.
Yeah.
And that's about it.
And then we pan back to Jay and Jimmy. Again, like I think that the whole Jay, Jimmy, and Reigns thing throughout the night, they broke it up pretty good. Jay's like, "Hey, did you mean what you said?" Yes. They're trying to rope him into the family kind of situation. Again, as I said earlier, it could go either way. It just, I think if they play this close to the chest and keep everyone guessing, it just makes the storyline better. I mean, obviously, we'll see what happens, at WrestleMania Backlash or Backlash WrestleMania, whatever they're calling it, whatever order it's in at this point. But
WrestleMania Backlash.
Yeah, the way they're working this story and playing it close to the chest, not giving an inch, makes for good TV. So I'm interested to see what happens. And then we got Ziggler roping Dominic into a one-on-one instead of facing Ray. And honestly, out of all this, I'm pretty sure Ray and Dominic are going to win at the pay-per-view. It just makes sense.
Just to give them their moment.
Yeah.
And then, God, for the love of God, let Ziggler and Rude just go somewhere because I know Pat's going to keep saying it, but for the love of God.
Yeah.
I hear someone say the dirty dogs one more time. Like I thought the Roman Empire.
I just say
thing
because I know it irks it out of you.
I thought the whole Roman Empire and all that stuff that Cole did for Roman I thought that was bad. Like for the love of God, how many times do they need to say it?
Okay,
in one match.
If you had a choice of what you had to hear for the rest of the time you watched wrestling, would it be the Big Dog, Boss Time,
That's it.
or Dirty Dogs? Which one?
Boss Time, because at least she's gone 90% of the time, so you never hear it.
Oh yeah, true. Okay, if you had to hear,
Roman never went anywhere there. Dirty Dog, they're not like those two aren't anywhere. Where the hell is Sasha? What? She vanished. She came back. She vanished again. She got the title and she vanished. Like you get to hear Boss Time like for 3 months, and then she's like the Magic Dragon. Poof. Oh, that was Puff. I don't care. Like a thin air. She's gone. So I'll pick Boss Time just because she's never around long enough. So it doesn't hurt my head nearly as much because oh my God, Big Dog. See, that was it. For the love of God.
So we have your favorite guy here versus Tamina. What did you think of that hot mess?
I wrote something down. I took very stringent, diligent note taking on this match. Say stupid, period. Stupid, period. Stupid. See, the level of stupid there can't even wake me up.
But you got to see Reginald take a super kick. At least there's that. And then a big splash off the top rope. At least Reginald got his butt kicked. You had to at least
technically got his head kicked.
I mean, you had to smile at least a little bit. I mean, you kind of got
because there was 4 minutes of cartwheels, and by that point, I was like, just kick him in the head, kick him in the head, and finish this damn thing. There's better things we could be doing. But I'd rather listen to the whole Roman, Jay, Jimmy, Paul. I'd rather listen to that for an extra 3-minute segment. Yeah. Then see him doing flips over the ropes, cartwheels. I'd rather see Alistair black mass him.
Yeah, true.
Just shows up and just kicks his head right off his shoulders, and we never see Reginald again. Everything's done. Boom. Why? Because after that he's going to be back. He's not going anywhere. I mean, if they have Black come back and kick his teeth down his throat, but he's gone. He's not coming back.
Yeah, true.
I mean, that'll be Reginald's black mass. Kaboom. That's what I want. I don't want that was oh my God. If I hear one more person say, don't disrespect Reginald. Don't disrespect Reginald. While Natty, who's been with the company and pretty much trained everyone that's taken her spot and gotten all those title reigns and has been there forever, don't disrespect Reginald. Have you seen Natty's entire career?
Yeah.
I know it's not real, but for the love of God, look at all the people that she has physically trained that are got all these title shots while she was not even getting matches. And you're going to have anyone use the word, don't disrespect Reginald. I'm pretty sure 99% of the people that watch SmackDown want to see his head
Yeah.
removed. I just see if it wasn't Reginald and they were saying about anyone else, I wouldn't even care. But like Jimmy and Jay were doing so good, just having segments that we didn't need to see him do cartwheels for forever. We just need to see him get kicked in the head, splash, they get mauled, done. That could have taken like 35 seconds. He could have went for a flip out away from the kick, and she could have just popped it, kicked him in the head when he falls over the ropes into there. Schmaz, all hell breaks loose. Done. Like as he's going to land, kicks him. He goes over the rope.
Yeah.
Everything would have been over. You could have done it in like a 45-second period. You could have done it as quick as Brock beat Kofi.
Fact.
Where he literally charges, catch, done. You can go, she holds back. He comes over to finish the flip. She kicks him in the head. I was going to say in the face, but she pretends to kick him in the head. Wish she would have kicked him in the head. For real, and knock his just head right off his shoulders. But they could have done it and said, because no offense, like Roman sitting there doing his thing and telling Paula, get my cousin. Which one? Okay, got it. Bye. We could have saw that again. Like they could have drugged that out for another 30 seconds instead of seeing just Reginald do anything. Like we already had a 10-person tag.
Yeah, I mean that was the next thing,
happen.
and that was just a hot mess of different
finishing
maneuvers.
That didn't need to happen.
Yeah, that was a hot mess.
That didn't need to happen. That didn't need to happen. Like there was so much, like it's normally so good, and then you're just throwing together at this point.
Yeah.
Like you're literally throwing stuff together.
I hate to say it, if you would have cut out Reginald and the 10-man tag team match and probably even the Mela match and just kept everything else, probably would have got an A. But I have to say this one
sucked.
C+, and that's being nice.
Like you
I'm not. I mean, if it weren't for the Roman Reigns storyline, the whole shtick throughout the whole night, just.
If they could have let Cesaro and Rollins, I don't know, get another segment or two before something stupid happened. They could have gave them time.
Yeah, they could have had an extra 10, 15 minutes during the match.
Yeah, like they could have had the same outcome, as stupid as it was. But hopefully it leads to something with Seth and Roman. But still, like even Ruby and Liv, you could have gave them another segment and just cut out the 10-man and Reginald. And we would have been like, there was only 2 matches, but that didn't suck. Still could have had Bailey Runner suck hole. Had all those moments. Could have showed more moments.
Yeah.
Like you're showing all these moments when SmackDown didn't suck, and you have your worst SmackDown in a very, very long time.
Yeah. And then you had it. Then you had it end with Reigns and all that stuff, which it ended on a good note. Really built. They all went down. Yeah, just everything that went down. It was good. Like as I said, if we could have just had just those segments with Reigns and Cesaro and Rollins and the Usos, I would have been fine with that.
Yep. You could have still give the women their moment for Ruby and Mela and all that. Like have Cesaro and Rollins and a bunch of talking. And you could have showed Stone Cold price checking the jackass. You could have showed more of that. Like we need more of that. Like could have saved the whole night. Like here's this one moment drug out through the whole night. Like you just get 3-minute snippets of him just mauling him. Beans, nuts, gourds, Grey Poupon, flour, eggs, premium crackers,
pepperoni stick.
I mean, I think they cut that out actually.
Changing diapers.
Yeah, he did do the diaper, coffee beans. I mean, there was you could have just drugged that. Like, I wouldn't have complained. Like, what about everything else that happened? Who cares?
Oh, and then him taking a break, sipping some milk,
Yeah. Thanks, milk. Thanks, Book. You got milk? And they were just, I'm like, why are there no? That's the only thing I noticed as a kid. Like, there's no shelves in that cooler.
Yeah.
At all. Oh, look. There he is. Poor Booker. And they didn't even get to hear Booker say, I'm going to get you or anything. Just him just laying there after getting mauled,
Yeah.
whining, and they cut it off right there. Like, thanks, Booker, but you get your documentary on Sunday. Shut up and take it. Like, it was just so bad. And by the way, Jay took one of the worst neutralizers I have ever seen
Yeah,
in
that
my
was
entire
kinda,
life. Like, he was
yeah.
like 3/4 of the way to like, and we know it wasn't because Cesaro couldn't pick him up. Like, we all know Cesaro can pick up very large human beings and just hold them there,
Yeah.
spin them around on his shoulders. You can do all kinds of weird stuff. So, no offense to Jay, who weighs as much as this pen,
Yeah.
compared to some of the guys, like that was the worst neutralizer I've ever seen.
Yeah.
That's saying something because he has been around for a very long time. There have been many neutralizers. That was terrible. It was a bad night. See, worst thing that could have happened for Jay. They brought back Jimmy, and we all went, "Yeah, God, he's garbage." Well,
Yeah.
we were all just going, maybe it's just he's never really been like heel. I mean, the Usos when they switched, I mean, they weren't really heel.
No, they were like the cool,
They were like,
cocky, cool bad kind of.
they were heels, but they weren't like, like, okay, maybe it's just a weird transition. They're having a talk now. And then his brother came back. And in one segment, you're going,
We know who talked. We know who did the talking during the
not
tag
really, like we just everything. Like,
stick. Yep.
like it all makes sense now, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Like, he can wrestle. He can do everything else. And that's why they're 7 million time tag team champions. Because at least he can wrestle. That was just terrible. Like, that was the worst thing that could have happened to Jey Uso. What, his brother is healthy. His brother got healed, and they found when they were going to bring him back to TV. And he had more talking segments like last night than Jay's had. Like,
Yeah. Seriously.
like what? He's going to talk here. He's going to talk there. He's going to talk there. Oh wait, he's going to come out. He's going to talk there. Like, he talked he had 4 segments, and like you were going, man, I want to see what he's going to say next. And then like Jay talks, you're like, please stop.
Yeah.
But, like, you two standing next to each other trying to do what? That's why Jay got kept with like 6 words. Like, this dude has been around forever. Yeah.
Say it, Oos. That's right, Oos.
Like, that's all he's.
That was it.
Those two,
like 6. Those were the 6 words.
Like, and then last night, I mean, it might have been a few more than 6 words when they were talking in the hallway, but it was like 6 words. Like, he said like 2 sentences. Like,
okay, sorry, like 9 words. If you go with get a moose, tell a moose, say it, Oos. Okay.
Like, there's just it's yeah. And then last night again, sentences. It didn't completely suck, but when you have him next to his brother, we're like, can we hurt? I don't want to say can we hurt him, but can we make him just be injured and go away?
Yeah.
Or just give them the tag team titles, because I mean, you could actually believe them. No offense to the tag division, but they have so much faith in them that they just threw everyone into it.
Yeah.
10-man tag match with Apollo and Big E mixed in there, and Corbin out of nowhere. And I mean, they just like Kevin, Shin, Big E, Apollo, Sammy, tag teams, and everybody gets in.
Yeah.
And Dominic beating Ziggler in like 8 seconds. I mean, it wasn't 8 seconds, but I don't think they got him. I don't think there was a commercial break.
Yeah.
Like that. He managed to come to the ring, get Ray's goat. Yeah. So he gets Dominic in the match. Get all the whatever way you want to put it. Have the match and have it go that way in that amount of time, and have it like that didn't need to happen. See, look, we're talking about things they could have kept. It's in there somewhere. There it is. Yeah, we could have just not had that happen. And for all the time,
stop coming.
what's wrong with that? I barely even notice it.
Well,
for how many times do you hear my decrepit dog, shake, rattling, and rolling and gnawing on himself? If he starts doing that right now, after I just gave him a bath, I might be slightly offended. But that was just a bad night.
Yeah. But we have some themes to go over for the women's division.
Yeah, I mean, we do have that. Thank God, something to say, because I never thought we'd say that.
Yeah.
The only SmackDown that sucked in a very long time
was
the WrestleMania edition, which
Yeah.
It was the glorified pre-show.
Yeah.
So I don't count that one as a SmackDown.
Yeah.
That one was worse than a pre-show. Like I've seen better pre-shows put together for WWE.
Yeah.
That was god awful. Anyway, moving on from that pile of,
Hot mess.
I was just gonna say yeah. So don't worry, I was gonna keep that PG. That pile of stuff,
Yeah.
crud, excrement, doo doo, dung.
Caca. Anyone that's washing in Espanol,
We're here for you.
if there's anything else that they got out of it except caca, that's fine. Okay.
Listening all confused the whole time. Caca. That would be huh? Exactly. But women's themes, like there were some good ones there.
Oh my God. 25 here, but then I actually went on my Apple Music and just made a playlist too, just to kind of, if we forget anything that's really just a lot. I mean, just a lot in general. I mean,
we're great at forgetting things.
Yeah. But
like that Ziggler even had a match last night. Completely forgot, even wrote it down. Completely just looked right by it. See? It wasn't so bad, but so no order, right? It's just
no, nothing. Just we're rattling stuff.
Thank God. If there's an order, I was gonna say, well, you're gonna start a fight with that. People are,
first and foremost, China, who I am.
That was like the
everything.
first.
Yep, just everything she has done.
No, like that was she. I mean, really, she was like that was the first big one. I mean, Sable had, but I mean, and the cat had,
Yeah, I mean,
roughly the same.
What would have been if Joni didn't take the Playboy offer and actually become world champion?
Could have been a whole different world. Could have been a whole different world, but Playboy and One Night in China was,
yeah, just all the other bad decisions that followed that.
Hey, but everyone has their demons, and God rest his soul.
Where would the women's division be
without her?
Well, no, I mean, where would it be? Even though she made those decisions instead of, again, like you've said it before, if it weren't for so and so passing away, or so and so doing this, or not, or this never happening. Like prime example, what if Michaels never broke his back? Where would Stone Cold be? So it's
drinking beer, pissed off.
It's a sucky situation, but everything just like in life that happens in wrestling, there's a reason for it. And can't argue most of the outcomes of everything, but you can what if everything in life. You can what if everything. Yeah, you can what if everything in life, and then you'd spend more time trying to figure out the answers than actually living it.
Like here, I'll answer your question. What would have happened if he didn't break his back? Stone Cold would have just been pissed off, drinking beer. And Sean, at the rate he was going, would have ended up killing his damn self.
True.
That's what would have happened. Anyone that has ever heard anything about where he was that phase of his life, he would have just kept going. Bless you. He wouldn't have had he'd be dead.
He has headphones.
I know, but hey, manners, they're important, whether you can hear me or not. But he'd be dead, and Steve would have still been drinking beer, pissed off somewhere.
Eventually, it would have taken off, I think, regardless.
Yeah, something bad. I think Stone Cold would, but something bad would have happened. Like him getting jumped that night, and then he kept going regardless. It would have gotten, as bad as it got. And he said he had his kid, all strung out before, he had his oh no moment. If he was still on the road, there wouldn't have been him home. And that moment very well could have never happened, and that would have just been another one of those damn tragedies. So that's my 2 cents on what would have happened. Stone Cold would still be drinking beer, delicious IPAs, and I don't see very good things in Sean.
So what do you got here? What do you got here theme wise?
I mean, I'm going off just the cuff. I mean,
Yeah. I mean, no, I mean, what do you think? What do you think? I mean, there's,
Lita. I mean,
yep. I mean, both themes,
Yeah.
I love the Love, Fury, Passion, Energy,
Yes.
Boy Hits Car.
Yes.
Some of Boy Hits Car stuff's pretty good.
That
So
was
I mean, that was one of the really breakout themes in the earlier years that,
yes.
before Traz started using rock and roll and a couple of these other ones that
Yeah.
had come along. But I believe that she was probably one of the other very few that had lyrics in the music.
Very few.
Yeah.
No offense to them, but I mean, we were dealing with stuff like Sable and the Cat and Terry Reynolds. I mean, Terry still had
Yeah.
and so many people recycled, like so many of the female songs.
Oh,
They just,
yes.
it was like, here, what? You use it now. Like, didn't they just use it last week? Yep, it's yours. Congratulations, you're hired.
Yeah.
So, but Lita has to go out there just because like she always had good music and what she meant to like that whole entire like division.
Yeah.
And,
Her,
like,
Trish, Molly.
God
Ivory.
bless Molly. Hey, even Molly, and even Ivory, when she was doing the right to censor stuff, I don't care what that still wins because you just hear that song and you just want to throw things and just riot and
Yeah. Going through those Uncaged albums, actually Ivory had two different themes,
Yeah.
which kind of surprised me. So
back then.
yeah.
I mean,
Her first one was labeled Precious, and then the other one was something of Ivory, something Ivory or whatever it was.
something
White
else.
Ivory or whatever it was. I don't know. But yeah, I mean some of these wrestlers have had like multiple themes. Like
They use so many you never noticed.
yeah, like
I'm sure there's a lot on that list. They have people that just kept you. I mean,
yeah.
I was trying to think of ones that didn't get recycled. Where hey, like it's yours now. And like hey, what? Now it's yours. And, hey, guess what?
I think at
Now
one
it's
time,
yours.
one time before Stacy Keibler was using Kid Rock's Legs rendition off of one of the albums.
Which, by the way, greatest thing ever.
Yeah, that I forget which album. Oh, that was off. I'm pretty sure that was off the Forcible Entry.
Yeah, that's why you can't find it.
Yeah, except for the CD that I have.
Same.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
which album was it on? The one we're not allowed to listen to.
Yeah. But yeah, before that, Stacy Keibler had a recycled theme.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
thank you, Kid Rock.
Yeah.
Sorry. Thank you, ZZ Top.
Yeah.
Thank you, Kid Rock, for doing it justice. And thank you, Stacy Keibler, for being like having 18 feet of leg. I don't know how that's possible, but she did the song justice.
Yeah.
And I mean, that shows how much at least
I mean,
they had
coming from a cheerleader aspect into the wrestling business says a lot.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
for how much, I mean, that shows how much she was actually like doing. I mean, how much she was worth to the company, regardless of like wrestling skills, just everything. Because she got a song. I mean,
Yeah.
like a song, not like, hey, here you go. Like, hey, what Kid Rock's doing legs and it's yours. I mean, granted, it was too perfect. Like,
yeah. Well, I mean, she knows how to use them, so
at least she did.
no pun intended, but had to.
It's necessary, but legs has to be on the list. Like that was just too good.
Yeah.
That was way, way, way too good to not.
Yeah.
Good call. Phoenix is on my list.
Yeah. But Beth Phoenix, she only ever had one theme. I didn't see anything else besides the one she has. So another one of the very, very rare ones that is just one theme. Like that just surprises me. I mean, there's not many that have a permanent theme besides Asuka, because Asuka's that's the one she's always ever used.
Yeah.
The Bellas that they've always used. Trying to think. Jazz only had one theme.
She wasn't there long enough to not have more than.
Well, yeah, true. I mean,
she was only there for 5 seconds.
Yeah.
At least it felt like that. Nothing against her.
Yeah, there's a very select few that have or Charlotte Flair, I guess, if you want to throw that out there.
See, you had us going then.
I'm just
everything has to be done.
Facts.
Everything always. Damn Charlotte.
Yeah.
Even when we're talking about this, we can't get away from her.
I'm kind of crossing off as we're mentioning things because I mean we already know some of these are definitely well worthy.
Damn you, Charlotte.
I'm kind of more focused on the earlier stuff
Oh yeah,
because
but
there was such
Phoenix was around
constant
for a long time.
evolution of theme music.
And Beth's was different, and I mean, again, it was like her one, like that, like it.
Yeah.
Like, and look what she meant to that. I mean, but she was different. That song was good. Like,
Yeah.
compared to a lot of what they had, like you remember that one just because of that.
Yeah.
I mean, because there was a lot of just really bad songs, stuff you'll never remember, and recycling.
Yeah. I mean, for love of God, if any of you that are watching this have Apple Music, go through those Uncaged albums. It'll blow your mind. Like you're like, yeah, I remember that years ago.
Suddenly your brain's gone.
Yeah.
Damn
I mean,
it.
there's even a D Generation X Christmas like theme. Like, and
Yeah,
I just remembered for that one time, and then they're like, wow, and that's why I guess that's why they call it Uncaged, because there are some things in there that you just forgot that was used once, maybe twice.
As long as they keep the DX band opening up and singing, was the national anthem, God Bless Them, or whatever the hell it was. I don't even remember. It was so bad. Before WrestleMania in Boston, leave that caged.
Yeah.
Buried wherever the hell it is. But it was so bad they removed it from the VHS. But it's just not. But they just don't sing it that year. Every other WrestleMania, there. Like, how bad was it? They cut it out. Like, it doesn't exist. I'm pretty sure they burnt the tape.
Yeah.
Cut that out. Make it go away.
Yeah.
Ow. I'm pretty sure they stopped letting them do other songs after that too. So, like, you hear his voice. You can't.
I still wasn't even impressed when they did the D Generation X theme live. Like that just
that wasn't good.
That was a hot mess.
Yeah, that was
there are just some bands that should not do the stuff live. Again, nothing against the DX band, nothing against what's her name that did Rhea Ripley's live. There's just some things you just don't do live. I mean, when Motorhead did theirs, great. When Drowning Pool did Triple H's theme, great. Wally, Whale, whatever you want to call him. Wale. Sorry.
I believe.
Or something like that. That was good. I'm trying to think. Saliva, didn't they do Dudley's the one time?
I know they were there. I don't remember what it was.
I don't know if it was Dudley's or if it was both. No, I'm pretty sure it was Dudley's. Pretty sure.
I know they were there.
They never did Bautista's live. I know that, but I'm pretty sure it was a Dudley's. That
should have.
That would have been cool. I think Rev Theory did Randy's the one time. That was okay.
Mania 30, right?
I think so.
It was in New Orleans.
There that was 30. Yep.
It was either 30 or the one right after that. When they had to go back and try to pay for, sins of a few years before when, they did so much like.
Yeah.
Thank God what happened, by the way, after they did everyone a great disservice. Just speak of it had to be the one after. Had to be the next time because look what happened. Like the WrestleMania, like the last one, the one they were in right before that, when a certain something got broke, certain guy's eyes bugged out of his head, and then it's all, hey, what, ready, go, and no one cared. Like, could have brought back scantily clad women, anything. No one cared after that.
Yeah,
nothing was saving that night.
I think Punk's at WrestleMania 29. That was live, right?
Living Color was there.
Yeah.
Not in Living Color. That's a TV show.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
For those of us that are following along, what there is.
I said sometimes when that brain of that I supposedly have works,
Hey, but I could see everyone being confused with that one.
Yeah.
I mean, Living Color and Living Color. I mean, But yeah, live. I mean.
Yeah.
Randy's was good live.
Yeah.
Every time Motorhead did anything live, that was good. Rhea's sounds better, like recorded. No offense. She has a great theme. I mean, they did a great, like the recording of that is amazing. Like I like it. Maybe I'm just a metalhead. I don't know, but hearing it live, I mean, I'm going, wow, like I even like metal.
I think if Power Man 5000 would have done Dudley's live, that would have been pretty dope.
That would have been amazing.
Yeah, or even if Alter Bridge did Edge's live one year, just before he officially hangs it up, that would be freaking amazing.
Like I mean, with how much just idiocy they threw into Mania this year, I mean, I don't know why like they haven't come back and like his Mania moment from like to the day of every but
Yeah.
like what the hell are they doing? It's not like they're touring.
Yeah.
It's not like they're having this rigorous schedule on the road because they can't go anywhere. Like this would have been the time, and then have them lose. Well, at least you had your thing done live. Come on, man, shut up.
Yeah.
That would have been amazing. I would have loved that over Wale. I don't even remember like Big E's theme.
Yeah.
That live, that would have been great or dope, as the kids used to say. I remember when people did. Don't feel bad. Back. No more talking about Charlotte Flair. That's all I ask. Just make her. No more Charlotte Flair.
So let's see here. We kind of touched we already kind of touched the Bellas. You can look, but you can't touch. I also like Bree's one, the Bree mode thing. That kind of fit her when they did their whole separate ways. So good on that.
For 7 seconds.
They're the example of the women's evolution. I know they kind of reference everyone else, but what they added to that, I mean, just a lot of credibility. I mean, they're entrepreneurs. They've accomplished a lot with everything that they are still doing. Like, just wow.
Yeah, I give them a gold star on all of it.
I think they have their own wine brand. They have
their own everything at those points.
Yeah, like they have like just about
clothes,
anything.
wine. I mean, you name it. They have
maybe makeup. Maybe
knowing them, I mean, probably they're doing ads for some meal plan.
Yeah,
I don't remember which meal plan it is, but I know they're doing ads for that, and they're everywhere. Good for them. I mean, for what they were used for those first couple of years, which is pretty much just like, hey, walk this guy to the ring. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, what? Walk him back up the ramp. Okay. Stand there and look pretty and shut up. And then suddenly, boom. So they came ridiculously far.
Yeah.
And Nikki got more title shots and reigns than Natty.
Yeah.
Watch out, he's on the run. He's on the run.
Sorry, I got a child that won't keep his headphones plugged into the PlayStation 4 controller. Not to, put out their own Sony, but
don't worry. I'm an idiot. Don't leave me alone.
No, that's okay. It happens. I try to not let any of the other outside stuff, distract, but I want to make sure the viewers can hear us clearly.
Oh, I didn't even notice. If it helps. I can hear everything. Like I can hear person down like these things.
Yeah.
They work well to a detriment most of the time, especially when I'm talking to Chuck. But yeah, like the Bellas came really far, so good for them. And they kept that song in Brie mode. I mean, it wasn't my favorite thing, but I mean, compared to some females like songs, that was good.
Yeah, and continuing on here, not to bring up a sore subject. Ashley Massaro, Light of Fire.
That was a great one. That was again. I might appreciate metal. Just
Well, I kind of figured that was probably on your list somewhere because of it being a metalish song.
Metalish. Don't worry, I'll play it. Don't threaten me. That was metal through and through. That was a good one too.
Yeah. I'm gonna throw one out there, Mickey James, and I'm not talking about her Obsession theme from WWE. I'm actually going hardcore country. She wrote it herself. She sang it herself. Used it at TNA, Impact, whatever you want to call it.
Whatever it is right now.
I mean, you don't see many. I think that's probably the only country theme song, woman-wise, that I've heard. I don't remember anything else.
I don't remember any in my lifetime that I've seen or heard.
Unless you count Deborah using Jeff Jarrett's theme, but that doesn't count. That doesn't really count. No, okay.
That doesn't count. And or want to go home and Thank you, Road Dog.
Yeah.
Thank God you had a heart attack, had surgery, and are already back to work because heaven forbid you get 8 minutes. You probably couldn't stay away though, but. Thank God he could sing, because Double J
was not having.
And if we're going to talk about people singing their own song, those
I wasn't even talking about the "Be With My Baby Tonight" theme. I was talking about
if we're on the Jeff Jarrett moment, though.
Yeah. I was talking about the.
I know. I know. I'm just saying, if we're on that, thank God for Road Dog. And whoever let them have microphones at the Hall of Fame that year,
Bad for business.
they should. They got fired.
Yeah.
Look about the board. Why? You're gonna sing it. What word do you know? I don't know. About 3 of them. That literally, I mean, that's about all they knew that night.
Yeah.
It was kind of bad.
Yeah.
But
And there's everyone laughing and smiling with the
Yay!
biggest fake grins and just as they're just going,
Stop! Cut!
come on. Like I know, I was like, okay, you you can stop now.
And then they kept going around longer. Oh my god!
Yeah.
Like, do you remember CM Punk that night? What? Got their mics. Do them a favor. Do them a favor. Do all of us a favor. Got their mics. That was abysmal. That hurt my brain.
Yeah.
Like, but now back to the themes. You can't bring up Double J without just.
Yeah. I opened up a can of worms. I'm sorry, America.
That was. I mean, hey, no. Guess what? He's not sorry. Go and watch it. Not them doing it all those years ago.
If Peacock were smart, they cut that portion out of the Hall of Fame ceremony just to save everyone's sanity.
Do that. Go on YouTube. I'm sure you can find it. Watch that. I'm not sorry. They weren't sorry for making me watch it. I'm not sorry for making you guys watch it. That was god awful. That was just pure. That wasn't even stupid. That just straight up sucked.
Yeah.
So stupid at least is redeemable at times.
Yeah, true.
At least they tried.
So that brings me to Layla and Michelle McCool, or Lay Cool. Not Enough for Me, produced by Jim Johnson, which he's probably done like 80% of all this stuff. I like
a lot of it.
You know.
Yeah, it's memorable.
Yeah.
And it was an actual thing. Like I just swear, I keep like.
Well, now Layla did use. I know Layla eventually started using Insatiable, and then Michelle McCool was using Not Enough for Me when she came back every once in a while. But then they were at this point, whoever decides to come back at this point, it seemed like they were just using Not Enough for Me. But
and it just always feels like someone else used that before them to me for some reason.
I think possibly, but maybe
someone did.
Maybe it was the fact that they were bouncing back and forth between each of them until Layla moved into Insatiable, because I think Insatiable was after Not Enough for Me, but then Layla went back to Not Enough for Me after she came back.
It wasn't one of those. It wasn't one of those. Someone somewhere. I know I heard that before. I could be completely wrong, but I'm going to look it up just to find out because you're welcome, America. Why did I just? No, I need the website. You idiot. See. Continue on though. I could do 2 things at once.
So, we already touched on Rhea, so we'll get that out of the way. I'm trying to save some of the bigger ones. We'll go without that one. Paige, Written in the Stars by CFO. I always was a fan of that. Yes. Obviously, the only theme she ever used. You got Bailey's. I like Bailey's new one, Deliverance.
Yes.
Yeah, I do like that one better.
I always hated the other one. Like I just hated it.
Sorry, Sunshine and Hugginess. Nope. Sorry, that's no. I'll take heel.
Tori.
So who used it before?
According to this, Tori Wilson.
Really? Huh. Trying to think when she did that.
I don't know. According to this.
I'm trying to think when she actually used that.
Probably around the Playboy time.
Maybe. Because I know in earlier years she had some kind of instrumental crap.
That's just hey, I'm
that sounds about right. Because I'm pretty sure Tori Wilson had more than one theme song.
Oh, she did.
Yeah.
See, it was one of those you said it like, I know. I heard that somewhere else.
But while you're still confirming, Maria, with Legs Like That by Zebrahead, I did like that. That was more
that was a good one.
Yeah, that had more of the rock, contemporary rock sound to it. Not heavy, but just good old fashioned rock and roll kind of sound to it. And that's Maria Maria, as in the first Maria, not the other Maria we know, not Canellis. No, we're talking Playboy Maria. Yeah. I
One of-
forget her actual last name, but she was only known as Maria.
Yeah, like
Back when one name was preferable and not having two and then going to one and then going back to two and going back to one.
hey, that's what they do though, man. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, at least it's not like now. I mean, where people are. I'm waiting till Keith Lee comes back and he's just Keith.
Yeah.
Or Lee.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, Riddle. I
Yeah,
mean,
but
that lasted
you
3
can't-
seconds.
Yeah, honestly, you can't really do that to him because the theme music. Sorry.
Hey, one thing they've proven about theme music, they don't give a
Yeah, true.
about. Like, look at all the songs they keep playing. Lots and lots and lots of royalties to be able to just keep having that they just hold on to forever.
Well, yeah, I know Balor's was produced by CFO and he still uses it.
It's amazing.
But you don't see a lot of the CFO stuff anymore being used. A lot of prime example, Tony Storm. She had one produced by CFO, and then Def Rebel. They just released her new one last year. Pretty sure it was last year.
Yeah, I think it was last year.
Same thing with Alexa Bliss. You know, originally CFO, now Def Rebel. I like her new theme. I think it's cool. It's different. I've liked all her themes, to be honest with you.
Yeah, there hasn't been like an actual dud.
Yeah, no,
It's just saying something because there's been some duds.
Another one without duds. Victoria. There was 2 renditions of "Don't Mess With."
Yep.
They were both good. Both produced by Jim Johnson. One was her. One was the more kooky kind of crazy theme, "Don't Mess With," and then it kind of went to a more serious tone where she was like crazy, but like serious crazy.
Yep. She's just seriously crazy.
Okay, like heel crazy.
I know what I'm saying, but
if you listen to each rendition,
it
one's
makes
a little
sense.
bit friendlier, the other one's a little bit more serious.
I'm just saying, like but
yeah,
in all actuality, she's seriously crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying anything about you, but you can't play crazy that well without being at least somewhat.
Yeah, she's the one that used that spider thing, like Tajiri did the submission over the top rope thing.
Yep.
I remember that.
Tarantula.
Yeah, tarantula, that thing. Yeah.
Big spider
hold, whatever.
I don't know. Better not see one around. Like, nope. The big spider.
Yeah.
Nope. No tarantulas. Camel spiders. No spiders. I'm afraid of spiders. Just go away.
On that subject. Ooh.
Camel spiders are huge.
Yes.
Ginormous.
Yes.
Now to get off of spiders.
And make good betting odds between that and a scorpion in the middle of the
Hey man, gotta do what you gotta do to entertain yourself. I mean, like,
that's right.
Like, what's gonna happen? Well, we're about to find out.
Yeah.
Finish him. Good times. I mean, we're all terrible people. It's okay. We were probably listening to entrance themes while it happened.
It's true. Bianca, only one theme. I like it. Positive. We've already touched base about her earlier in the SmackDown review. Sasha Banks. I do like the first version of Sky's the Limit. Snoop Dogg, that was kind of like a money grab, but whatever, you know.
Hey, anything for the family.
Yeah, true. Yep.
I mean, that's pretty much the whole theme. That was the whole theme to last night. Anything for the family.
And did CFO produce both of those? No, I guess it wouldn't count as CFO really, because since Snoop Dogg threw himself in there, I guess that kind of got Vince out of the royalties thing, because Snoop doesn't have like a binding agreement or something, and he was cool with just because it's family. So at least as far as I know, I don't know the legality of it all, but that's what it sounds like. Yeah, Snoop Dogg's like, I've got enough money, I'm not worried about it, kind of deal.
Like, I just don't like the new one.
Yeah,
I've never liked the new one.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's under Snoop Dogg and not.
No offense to all the effort and work that they put into that, but
yeah,
I heard it the first time.
Oh no, I'm sorry. It's the Sky's the Limit remix. It actually is under CFO, but features Snoop Dogg. So maybe I don't know.
But that was just I think it was Drew. You know, like, and I texted him. I hate it.
they could have just kept that Snoop Dogg version just at WrestleMania and been done with it.
Yeah, like it.
And I don't know if you knew that, but there was actually a piano version on one of the Caged albums.
Yeah, I went through them all. I'm sure I heard it for a second. Went, no.
Yeah. Oh, and I did. Speaking of not going off on a tangent, but
we're good at that.
There's acoustic versions of Rev Theory's Voices and Saliva's I Walk Alone. They're actually pretty good.
There's no offense to them. I was like, they were good, but I heard I was like, let's go listen to the normal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just because again, whenever we got done with that, it was late that night. I was still doing uploading, and I sat there and just went through it. I went to listen to them all, at least somewhat. Not like acoustic. No,
I really enjoy. I love acoustic versions of stuff. I mean,
me too. But at midnight,
Bad Wolves stuff.
I love the Bad Wolves.
5 Finger Death Punch acoustic stuff.
Now Tommy Vexed. Like I'm pretty sure they're one of those. If it helps you feel any better, I trust you. No one.
Well, it's. I'd like to be able to hear you though. I don't want to have to.
Well, if it's that loud and I can't pick it up, then we got some.
I'm right behind it though, so.
At least your computer isn't picking it up at all.
That's good.
Good job, computer Mike. It's not picking up nothing. Which is why you keep going back over there. I'm like, I don't know. All I know is when I heard that acoustic version, I was like, bro, it's like midnight. No, that's a terrible idea. You're trying to stay awake right now.
Yeah.
You took your meds. You have to wake it.
Yeah.
But also, good jobs. They did great jobs for acoustic songs. For songs that are that like metally.
Yeah.
Or that metal, and they pulled off acoustics very well. And you'd never know they were there.
Unless you're William Shatner. Johnson. Unless you're William Shatner doing it a cappella. But we'll leave that for another time.
Just had to go there. Terrifying, by the way, but
funny in its own aspect.
I mean, it is, but
yeah,
damn William Shatner. Finally,
but
damn you, Captain Kirk.
Becky Lynch.
Always. For how long it lasted?
The Celtic Invasion. Yeah, that's not the first theme.
I know, but I mean, for how long she had it? Through everything, through the man, like for how long she had it.
Yeah.
And
I know she had it since her debut on the main roster. Yeah. I don't know what she used before. I don't know if she used that or something else.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
I think she did, but you're gonna make me think.
I don't remember anything down at the Black and Gold brand. I don't remember.
Now you're gonna make me think about that damn takeover when they all had their last matches and they all left and Bailey stayed down. Yeah. Who's counting? I could tell you Becky, I'm pretty sure was wearing gold colored something or other, and she was horrifically tan.
Yeah.
Horrifically.
Extremely tan.
I remember that about that night. I'm pretty sure she was wearing gold of some shade, and holy God. And then, well, like, bye, Bailey. Thanks. The 4 horsewomen. You. And be the 3 of us. And then we're going to go and why couldn't they just have beat Nikki just a week earlier?
Yeah.
AJ had a great one too. Now that we're going to go there.
Yeah.
Lee, not Styles.
Yep. Light it up.
That was a good one. It was very fitting for her. It was memorable. Like that's the problem was we were going over the other night. Sorry, women, when we're not sexist or anything, but like how many of the most memorable ones are by women? It's like there's not too many because again, look how many people use you're not enough for me. Not enough for me. At least 2. I mean, they just recycle.
Well, 3 if you count Michelle McCool.
I mean, I didn't count Layla.
If you're Vince McMahon and want it for the record books, but
I don't count it for Layla.
Yeah.
We remember her one after. I remember. Like I don't remember. Like them literally cutting the woman. Like
yeah.
Still amazing. I mean, wonder who came up with that. Some genius somewhere, but that whole program was amazing.
Not Vince. I could see that being a Pat Patterson thing.
Pat had great. Pat, he was a visionary.
Yeah.
Lots of good things came from Pat Patterson. See what, that one was actually cool, and it worked with just the ridiculousness of all of that.
Yeah, that was like the singles championship freebird rule.
Hey, it wasn't like a good free.
That had to be a Pat Patterson thing. That had to be.
He's a good one.
Yeah.
We could just blame Michael Hayes though. I mean,
or maybe it wasn't Michael Hayes.
I mean, if we're gonna talk about Freebird rules, I mean, well,
Yeah,
he's still there wearing his ridiculous suits and his ridiculous hats
and somehow still alive.
and still.
I wonder how old that guy is. He's got to be in his 80s. He's got to be up there with Vince. He's got to be. I'm saying he's at least almost, if not, maybe a few years younger than Vince, maybe. Because Vince, what? He just turned
60. Jesus, you're only 62.
Really? He's younger than Vince? Wow. Oh yeah, I guess. Well, yeah.
I mean, he sure doesn't
62.
He's aged.
That's mind blowing.
He's aged so well.
Jeez,
Still,
wow.
apparently,
McMahon's got him by
1,000
13 years. Wow. I thought they were up there and together in age. Wow.
Good old P.S.
Well, then I hate. Sorry, Michael Hayes, but you didn't age so well.
It took Vince until his 70s to finally look like the Crypt Keeper.
Damn.
But I mean, look at Michael Hayes, when they were going, I mean, he was going.
Yeah, true.
They were going. He wasn't trying to run a company and take over the world. He was just going.
Yeah, true.
And in his time with WWE, when he first got there, he was that Dax, whatever his name was, and he was the one that was there to hear Stone Cold lay out those famous words.
Yeah.
And the reaction, and he still looked like Michael Hayes. And but apparently he's a very good human being, so I'm not saying anything bad about Michael.
Oh, no, not at all.
I would not have believed that he was only 62.
Yeah, I thought at least close to 70 almost.
Just barely over that. Damn.
Yeah.
Where's Ron when you need him?
Can you believe that? Michael Hayes is only 10 years older than Triple H. What the hell? Because H just turned 52.
Wonder if he'll ever hang him up finally.
I think there's one more. At least one more WrestleMania match. He's got to go out at WrestleMania.
I mean, they had.
I know Styles has been bugging, and I think that would be the perfect fit.
It's like, hey, what? I already made Taker go away. Hey, what? Look how good that one went over.
And I think, honestly, H in the kindness of his heart would put AJ over and still look good. I think that's
because remember, you're supposed to lose on your way out.
Yeah, I mean, look at Bautista. He lost.
Bautista.
He lost, but it was still a good match. I mean,
that was a good match. I mean, he tripped over the ropes. The
only thing I remember, besides the fact that Bautista lost, was the fact that Triple H was sitting on a chair over Bautista's neck and pulled out his nose ring. When you remember crap like that, you're just like, I don't care how the match ends. That was brutal.
What happened?
That was probably
chairs
the first,
and toolboxes and nose rings and pliers, and
that was probably the first post PG era gruesome match, if you want to call it, allegedly, in a long time. And they pulled it off. They pulled it off great without going there. You know what I mean?
They went there without going there.
Yeah.
And Bautista tripped getting into the ring. That was the best part. Last match, you were amped. You were ready to go. You were so ready to go. You damn near killed yourself getting in the ring.
Yeah.
And the least H can do is lose after the way he did Sting.
Yeah.
Taker gets to go out on top because he shouldn't have lost it.
Speaking of Bautista, he is 54 this year, by the way. We had a lot of birthdays in the last month. Kevin Owens, 37. Who else?
He's at that ripe age where they need to stop screwing around.
Yeah. Yeah. Who else turned? Owen Hart. I put that on the Facebook page. God bless him. But anyways, back to themes. I got a couple more here to wrap this up. Gail Kim, her International Woman theme, not that other crap that I saw on Uncaged or whichever one was produced by CFO or whoever it was. I like the International Woman. just more fitting. Whatever
Yeah.
that one from CFO, I'm just like, I'm not buying it.
I-
I literally, I went through my Apple Music and just went down every woman's theme, just listened to like first 10, 12 seconds of everything. And I'm like, that, nope, I like this version better. This one's theme.
You have to.
Yeah. I think we probably did the most research on this subject than I think anything else. I mean, a lot of the other stuff we remember, and you tend to remember more of the men's themes and the other moments that But I this one, like, there was probably 7, 8, maybe 10 off the top of my head, but the other stuff I thoroughly went back on just to kind of appreciate what the women's division, where it started, where it came from to where it is now. So
I mean, it wasn't research, and now my microphone's not, whatever. Like, see, the original One Night Stand, that's one sheet of paper, second sheet of paper, and that's a third page. Like, I'm fitting pay-per-views, and like nowadays, like, in that much space, and that thing, like, what, I was in it. I was in the zone.
Yeah.
And what, that was awesome. And Stone Cold still got to stun people and drink beer. But yeah, when we went over the original theme one, yeah, I went over, like, I was sitting there, like, again, I went through all of them, like, just.
I mean, I listen to him so much while I'm in the gym, like, I didn't really need. I just started right.
I have I've been on a bullet for my Valentine. Listen to their live album. That's what gets me through there. Nothing like Your Betrayal, and just lots and lots of just
Didn't
anger.
Bullet just recently come out with a new album?
Yeah, I believe, yeah, recently.
And
not that long
was
ago.
that Escape the Fate? They go both kind of sound almost. I like them both. Not to rain off from.
Let's not go and give Escape the Fate that much credit.
I like Escape the Fate. I've always liked their stuff.
Their biggest hit is like they Take My Broken Name. Yeah. Take My Broken Heart With You. Whatever the hell that song is actually called. Like, that's their biggest hit. That is not metal. It is amazing to go back and hear them when they're still screaming and they have all that.
Oh, yeah,
and you're like, and you guys made that? Ooh, you guys have come a long way. It's like, well, we need to start. What? Papa's got to pay the bills. That's how it always goes downhill. But Bullet just came out with a great album. He seems, lead singer's finally, a good mental place after some demons and stuff. And they need to do more songs.
And the last one I have on my list, Stephanie McMahon. Well, first of all, she kind of used the My Time thing, kind of like China did in the beginning. Then graduated to All Grown Up by Jackie O, and then obviously Queendom, what she uses now. So I mean, both themes were good for their times. The evolution of her character from the snooty Daddy's Little Princess to the business,
the managerial princess,
the managerial stuff, and then obviously up at the top tier businesswoman kind of stuff. So good evolution on that. Come a long way. Just everything wise. I mean, she barely knew how to wrestle till when she had that match with H and against Angle and Ronda that one year. But I mean, she grew up in the business, but a long way. She's evolved a lot.
She has. Don't talk about My Time. Like, it's not even the song.
She's not Lana having to practice a top rope crossbody months before she actually does it, but
I mean, I'm pretty sure I'm crippled. Pretty sure I could figure that out if I had to.
Yeah.
Like, get up to ready, go. Jump, and you turn yourself sideways and catch me. Yeah.
Bad Bunny can do it.
Look at the stuff Bad Bunny was doing.
He's wrestling a lot less. And my kid's singing in the background.
He's just excited about all of our conversations that he didn't hear about all this music. He just wants to add to it. He has his own now. That's yours. I don't even know what you're saying. It's like Chuck's, the twins up there. I mean, he is apparently singing Frozen, like just doing his Elsa thing. Can't make out a word. He's belting it, the poor little kid. Like, what hell is that? Oh, he's getting his Elsa on. Like, that's what he's doing. Like, I thought he was getting put through like a DR chipper.
Like father, like son?
Well, thankfully, Chuck is not He sure is around. I mean, the one is just like
I mean, could you imagine, not to go off on a tangent,
psychologically, the one is never
not to
like
go off on a non-wrestling related tangent, but could you see Chuck singing "Let It Go"? I'm sorry, I could, I definitely could. I mean, where he lives and what's legal, I could see it. I could definitely see it.
he
And
tried to FaceTime me
you
when we were doing this.
you
I know what I'm
seriously
doing later.
you seriously need to share this on Chuck's Facebook and, like, you know what? Listen to the last 5 minutes, just
I know.
because he's gonna listen.
No.
He's just gonna hear what we just said. So
No, as a matter of fact, he tried to call, like, because of course, I said I'm gonna be doing this, not gonna start till after 7:45 rolls around. There he was calling me. I'm like, well, but I'm gonna get him I'm gonna hope he gets really nice and roasty tonight, and I'm gonna try to get him to do that and
Yeah.
record it, like, so he doesn't know. It's been, what are you doing? I'm playing on my iPad. I don't even care if we just get out one. Let it go. It'll make me smile. But that kid, thank God we're not doing a show anywhere near him, because that kid goes. It's like, what, he sounds like he's dying, like, but he's getting it. Like, I can hear that. What he is, what that is, he is full Monty. What he is, like that's Elsa. Granted, I've never seen it. No, never, ever will I see Frozen. Ever. I don't care who asks. There's a lot of people that could probably that pull up my heartstrings. They get me to do a lot of things. Like, I don't even care if they're here and they turn around my house. I'll get my shoes on. And I'll just leave. Like, where? Bye. Like, not happening. No.
Yeah.
That's Walmart and Best Buy and Barnes and Noble. That's all their fault, because I couldn't go anywhere without it being on like 1,000 TVs or playing on PA systems. Like, it was just like, please God, make it stop.
Yeah.
Worst song ever. I don't even care. I'll listen to William Hung sing "She Bang." Like it's god awful. I'll listen to that over anything Frozen, just because it did not go away. Like, forever and ever, ever and ever and ever. And hopefully when he grows up, he doesn't sing that song anymore. But I hear it at least 4 times a week. And I had, again, no idea what it was. I just hear screaming. He's just got to give someone credit when they go that full Monty, though. What the hell?
Yeah.
Is going on? Aiden English, too. That guy could sing. Before, whatever Aiden English is doing now. He just did a virtual signing somewhere. Hey, him and the Vaudevillains, I mean, they were a thing. Like, they put him right there in the picture when they got called up, that Aiden English. And then what was he relegated down to? Because, dude's all like, hey, I quit. Oh, well, sorry, but congratulations. We got nothing for you. Suddenly he was the muse. He was out there just singing for Rusev Day.
Yeah.
Guy had some pipes. And Rusev Day still should have gone farther. He should have gotten like an actual, like, he was so over it hurt. Like, it physically actually hurt, probably more than his feet at WrestleMania while he was standing there in the beautiful California sun, barefoot on a tank. That felt great.
Yeah.
I can speak from experience with like modern stuff. I could just imagine what that felt like. Like, he was hotter than his feet that day, and they were flaming. And then John Cena put him down, but and we still have to go. Greatest, one of the best themes ever, even though we're going back to the male side. I mean, John Cena's song, it's still there. Like, for this many years, it's still there.
Yeah.
Like, in his album, again, it's still there. If you want to look it up, turn on song number 2.
Yeah.
Your squeaky little John Cena, well, suddenly that whole entire image gets blown out on song 2. Once we get through My Time Is Now, because we haven't heard it 7 million times. Turn on song 2.
It's 2005.
Turn on song number 2 on that album. Squeaky clean John Cena's dead. Dead within like 10 seconds. He's dropping more F-bombs than I do in a day in one song. And that's impressive. Because I like the F word. And in all the shows I've done, I've only where I didn't catch it. And that's impressive for how many hours of my life I'm sitting right here.
Yeah.
With my microphone and my arm and my hat. And my dog having a bad dream right there next to me. I'm just waiting for it to start and get up and just barrel right into the desk and just ruin all of this on me.
Yeah.
You met her. It's Daisy. It's possible. Bad things follow Daisy.
Yes, they do.
Fact. But I'm just happy I remember that someone had that song. Couldn't tell you who it was, but there's a good song. At least that was a good one that got recycled. At least that was a good song.
True.
Like if you're gonna recycle it, at least you're not enough for me. Not enough for me was a good song. I liked it. Wasn't the greatest thing, but it was way better than most people got back then.
Yeah.
And it brought up the great memory of them splitting the belt down the middle. I mean, that was amazing too. So dumb. I mean, I didn't like the Piggy James stuff, but they were great, just miserable human beings as heels together. Like in that title run, they were just mean to everyone, and you believed it. And did you know she could throw a football?
Mhm.
I learned that from a man that we didn't even know could really talk. Ever. You look so happy right now. See, I told you, worst thing's going to happen. I'm going to be awake around the last 10 minutes of everything. And I'm going to be sitting here until 11 going, I hate myself. I hate myself. I hate myself. Yeah, here it is. What? Eyes aren't even burdened anymore. I am ready. How much I was yawning until like literally 10, 15 minutes ago. Suddenly I am.
Yeah.
Damn it. You're going to be going to bed in like
6 o'clock is catching up to me. Yes, it is.
I was up before the sun. And I don't know how. I shouldn't have been. And then I should not totaled out over 17 and a half miles on that bike today. But I did. Like, if you want, like, I should not have.
Yeah.
At all. And this is me. Now, thanks. After we're finally done, I'm wide awake after not sleeping for more than like 10 minutes. Trying to die on a bicycle, got chased by a dog that wanted to kill me for a block and a half. That was exciting. I'm like, oh, it's still following me. Oh,
Motivate you.
That thing was pissed. Like, he was like, thank God I was going so fast. He was trying to kill. And then thankfully someone else came around the corner as I was like going up, and he stopped and just glared at them like, yeah, kill them now. Yeah. That was a mean dog. Hopefully I run into him tomorrow morning. Maybe we could become friends. Or I'll bring a piece of beef jerky and say, leave me alone. See, I just like seeing your eyes just slowly falling more. I could drag this on forever. I could drag this on forever. Now that I'm awake, let's go for round 2.
I think at least we got to be an hour and a half into this, hour and 40 minutes at least.
I think we're only about hour 15 or so, hour 20. I think I could be way off, but because we listened to Surf and Bird for so long, yeah.
Oh, I was trying to get
trying to wake me.
As I'm fully blown awake, ready to go, and now the tables have turned. So.
The tables have indeed turned, and I like turning tables or flipping them, however you want to say it, or breaking tables. I don't know.
Or if you're Bubba Ray Dudley, putting Mae Young through a table,
which was amazing, by the way.
Yeah,
their songs from back then totally sucked, Mae and like Willa, but man, she a million years old and she was still just like, do it. Okay, Dad. Like she was like, what? Don't take it easy on me. Like,
yeah,
maul me. Like, okay. And the look on Bubba's face, that was good. Back in the day, when Smackdown set wasn't a CG fist going through glass like we saw last night. Even the 3 like things was better than a CG fist. Like that's how they feel about us. We could get fisted. That was SmackDown's theme last night. Family and getting fisted.
Fact.
Yeah, we'll go with that. But I'll let you go. Let you get some sleep.
And then wake up tomorrow morning and do it all over again.
Living the dream.
That's right.
I'm probably going to wake up and feel like I got ran over by a truck again in the legs and still probably jump on the bike. Why? Because I'm not with stupid. I am stupid.
Exactly. Same here. What tomorrow is supposed to be a rest day? I'm probably still gonna wake up at 6:30 and go, well, I'm up. I might as well do it.
I don't know how to rest. When's your rest day? I was supposed to have 3. What do you mean supposed to? Exactly.
Yeah.
What is rest? I'll rest when I'm dead. Terrible phrase, but it's worked out pretty good since I stopped resting and just started go, go, go. One day I'll sleep until like noon, and then I'll still get up and work out really late, and you'll tell by the time we do the show because I'll be frantic and pissed off, but I'll be awake. But it was a good talk. I'll let you go. I will still be wide awake and chipper until tomorrow.
And I'm gonna go to bed.
Peace.